I'm here to tell you that you know what? You inspire them, even if they are pretending not to see. They even pretend not to care. They want to show you how busy they are minding their own business. What if I surprise you by letting you know that they are eagerly waiting for you to fail so that they can gossip all day and all night about it? What if I tell you that they wish what you're trying to pursue, achieve, and working so hard for can be hard for you so that you may stop and quit? And what if I tell you that they want you to give up, lose, and lack resources and the energy to continue so that they can take up your space? So now that you know all this already, are you still willing to let them win? Because I can tell you one thing for sure, that whatever it is you're doing right now, like working on yourself, trying to live your life unbothered, determined to do and be better, is really irritating and disturbing them. They can't stop to think or stare at you. They admire your characters. They watch every step that you take, your hairstyle, your dressing code, your walking style, and even your relationship with your partner, where you work or where your partner works. And even if they may seem to hate you, it is because they see you as their competitor. They feel defeated, but honestly, they deep down know that you inspire them, even if they pretend not to see it. They deep down wish they can be you, but of course, they'll never let you or anyone know that you inspire them. Probably because they are jealous of the fact that you're ahead of them. I once upon a time had two friends, though I wouldn't call them friends because I am a woman with no friends. In my adulthood, I have not had anyone I can refer as a true friend because most people out here are not what they say they are. They smile back at you, but deep down they don't care. They are scared of your wins, and so I have found my peace by just not trusting anyone to avoid disappointments in future. But of course, I have people closer to me that we interact in one way or another because as long as you're living in this earth and not in Mercury or Venus, you definitely and always have people around you. So, as the saying goes, that birds of the same feathers flies together, me and my two friends, we mostly had the same characters. But among the two, one of them really looked up to me. She even used to tell me that she respects me and how much I inspire her. And so, if I ever find her copying me, I should never judge her because she was doing it with good intentions. And it was honestly okay because, in fact, I felt really good because I knew that I was an inspiration to someone. And I was okay with that. But the other friend was truly jealous. And so every time she could see this other friend do things as me, she would complain a lot, saying that we were competing and acting immature. And by her constantly saying that, I started believing her. I started hating our other friend and even being resentful, but only due to incitement. But as time went by, with the help of me watching and reading books about becoming the best version of myself and practicing positive affirmations, I finally decided to use my brain and not give this jealousy friend a chance to control me. I therefore took and thought of her repeatedly negative thoughts about us as a compliment to help me build my journey of not stopping what I had started, working on myself, being an inspiration to many, and just living my life the way I felt comfortable. And so within a very short period of time, I discovered that she was not seeing us as immature. Instead, she was being bothered by how I was able to inspire someone to do and be better than her. This made me learn that she too was being inspired, but her fear of me getting ahead of her or being an inspiration to someone else projected negative thoughts which she wanted me to attract so that I could stop. She wanted me to join her in her jealousy mode. She wanted me to see our other friend as a competitor. And so, if I was not mentally aware of her characters, I could have been easily carried away by thinking that since we were friends, she was thinking good of me, which was, of course, not the case. Her intentions were to only bring me down, which now brings me into asking you, who is your friend? Is she or he really your friend? Or you're just blinded by her friendship look from the outside, but deep down their hearts are your biggest enemy. The sad news is that they may be playing their cards too well to make you believe that they care and how concerned they are, but the truth may be that they deep down don't wish you well. And I'm not saying that there are no friends. True friends are there, but it's up to you as an individual to ask yourself, is so and so my true friend? Look at your circle and check each and everyone's in, and check each and everyone's intentions, and if you're keen enough you'll be able to tell. You see, most of them are scared of you discovering yourself and start flying higher than them, which they wouldn't want. They want you to remain stagnant, be of the same level as them because you not getting ahead of them make them comfortable, superior, and happy. If I allowed the jealousy friend to control my mind, I would have stopped working on myself. I would have created enmity towards my other friend out of nothing. The thing is that when you're busy doing better, living your life, minding your business, many are not happy, especially those closer to you, those who knows you too well. The neighbor in your next door, your classmate, your colleague at work, your cousins, your business competitor, some of your friends, they are lazy to work on themselves. They're jealous. They find peace according to how others are. Like, for example, if someone closer to them is struggling, they relax. And so they highly wish you may stop working on yourself or doing better because your actions triggers them. They feel provoked, and no matter what, even if they pretend not to see, they feel inspired by your moves, which again they will never tell you because they wouldn't want you to feel good about yourself. Now, the today's topic is to encourage you to focus. Keep working on yourself even if it may sometimes look stupid or silly. And that is if as long as what you're doing is not hurting and you're not stepping into anybody's lane. And I right now want to remind you that you're doing amazing. So start listening to your heart first. Do what make you happy, even if they complain. Love yourself more. Take care of your body by working on your hygiene. Check if what you ate for the past 1 week was healthy. Do eat balanced diet. Keep educating yourself by watching educating videos, listening to educating podcasts, or even listening to motivational speeches as this one. Make sure you every day smell and look good at all times, even while at home or when nobody's watching, because the confidence, the self acceptance, the self worth, the positive self talk starts there from within you when you prioritize yourself always and when you are true to yourself. Let me tell you, Let me tell you that these small behaviors that you adopt every day may sometimes look irrelevant and necessary, but you may secretly be inspiring someone. You may be changing someone's life without you even noticing it, which in the end brings you blessings that you never expected and could be also the reason as to why they feel inspired by you. I want you to understand something that even when you're in this journey of knowing that you inspire a lot of people, even if they don't come back to you to say that you inspire them, always be aware that you're not perfect. Always be reminding yourself that you're not perfect and you still inspire them, even if deep down you know that you're not perfect. Because, as a matter of fact, you don't have to be perfect, and nobody is. The people you mostly inspire truly wish they were you and wish they were in the position that you are in. And I understand that not every day we have the motivation. Sometimes we feel discouraged, like giving up, second guessing ourselves. But that is still very okay because here we are not working for perfection, but consistency to continue inspiring, learning every day because as long as you're alive, you never stop learning. Knowing that you're not perfect also helps you to do things without forcing issues because you do not rely on other people for validation. At some point in your life, I want you to know that people will try to discourage you. Like they will sometimes tell you, hey, you really messed up in your presentation. Oh my God, you should not have said that. You should not have done that. Others will tell you, wow, that outfit is not worthy the money you bought it for. But all this is to try to pull you down so that you may give up and lose your confidence. And starting today, I want you to train yourself to always change those negative comments as an advice or compliment that will help you not repeat the same mistake and even do better next time. For example, if someone tells you you messed up in your presentation, say, I know I did well in my presentation, but next time I will work hard by researching more to do a much more better presentation. Or if someone tells you that your outfit was not worthy the money you told them you bought it for, say, I know my outfit was beautiful, but we'll check on which type of outfit fits me better according to my body type. And that is now what I call focusing on myself. Continue working even if I make mistakes on the way in order to become better. When you focus, despite the challenges in the end, those who are trying to bring you down will still wonder how you still manage to do your presentation this time much more better and confidently. How you still do manage to look beautiful in every outfit you put on despite them trying to discourage you. But it is because you chose to turn those negative comments as fuel to make you better after realizing that you are not perfect and you do not have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect in everything, but at least you are doing something better even if it's not going to be perfect. I also want you to understand that you inspire these people who pretend not to see for keeping your life private, working in silence. First of all, ask yourself, am I the kind of a person who shares everything that happened or is happening in my life? Are you the type of a person who shares the things that you're planning to do and haven't even started yet? And by the way, what for? Why do you share? Huh? For sympathy? For validation? I mean, to be praised? Ask yourself, is it necessary to share with these people? With anyone? Maybe you can share with anyone, like your partner or your parent, or that person whom you trust and know their value in your life. Let me tell you that not everything you share with everyone, and as I told you, not everyone who smiles back at you wants the best for you. When you work in silence or when you keep your life private, it makes these people who pretend not to see, wish to know what you do, how you do it, what you plan, what's your next move. They secretly see you as someone who's put together with less or no drama at all. When you work in silence, you give people no chance to drag you into their messes. And even if they gossip or talk ill of you, that is to only make themselves temporarily feel good. But deep down their heart, they know that they cannot afford to talk less. They wish they can be able to talk less and be more softer. And don't be shocked if I tell you that when they're not able to keep their lives private, or when they're unable to set healthy boundaries for themselves, they start saying you're pretending to be perfect. They start saying you're proud. They start saying you're full of yourself. Mind you, that is what they would wish for themselves. It is just that they were unable to. So then do not let these people push you to the wall to make you start cheering so that you may fit in. Because let me tell you, when you share too much information, even if it is a good thing, they'll still tarnish it to how they want to. Their opinions remains to be their opinions, even if that is not what you meant. The big win now to them comes when you decide to trust and share your problems, your challenges that you're experiencing. Now, this becomes their daily food. They feed themselves and others on how you're not who they thought you were. They start seeing you as someone who is struggling, but only because they want to convince themselves that you're not above them, because it makes them happy. I therefore want to encourage you whenever you are struggling about something, however, and I will say it again, however hurting, painful it may be, however angry you may be feeling, think twice before you share your details to anyone. Choose who you tell. You can even try to give it time before you share. Let the anger, let the pain sink before you decide who to tell, because I understand problem shared is half solved. But if you think it through and find it something you can solve by yourself, then do it. You can even go ahead and cry if need be. Cry and cry and cry and cry, but only cry in private. Don't show everyone your tears, because not everyone deserves to see your pain, your struggles, your tears. People who we are living with nowadays are busy trying to win you over. Nobody cares. Everybody is busy chasing their lives, so why embarrass yourself in front of toxic people? They don't care. Those are just fake tears. And again, I know you may be having people around you who genuinely care, but don't overburden them with your struggles too much, and especially if it's not sickness, because they too have a lot to deal with in their lives. That is the world that we are living in. They have a lot. They're also trying to put something in their table. They're trying to make their livelihood. So why bother disturb them with your petty issues if you deep down know that there's something that you can solve? Stay strong, work on yourself and try to do better, because there is nothing, and especially if you are in this journey of understanding and knowing your self-worth. Again, I tell you, there is nothing that you cannot handle. I want to tell you that you inspire them. And I want to tell you that you inspire them even when they pretend not to see. And especially if you are the type of a person who have taught yourself not to seek attention from outsiders. Oh, let me ask you, are you surviving by always doing too much work, putting a lot of effort, spending money even to some things that you did not want to just make others happy? Let me tell you, you become an inspiration when you teach yourself to do things that you're only interested in. What make you happy without checking who is watching so that you can get praises. I have had many people in my life ask me how I'm able to live my life unbothered. But it is because I chose to not care and find happiness within me. I know setting boundaries is not an easy thing, but believe you me, people treat you the way you let them treat you. They'll even pave way for you because they know when you say no, you mean no. I chose to live my life within my means, and I'm now very, very much okay, and I'm very happy. I have nobody competing with me. I have no time to compete with anyone. And when you even wrong me, I'm able to tell you. And whether you feel bad about it, I get unbothered because I chose to focus. I chose to set boundaries and follow them. I am strict about my boundaries because it is a choice that I made. I do not care what other people say about me because this is my life. It is a choice that you make and it is very hard. But there is nothing you cannot handle. There is nothing you cannot do if you choose to live your life the way you want to. Do what you feel is right without the need for anyone to praise you. By doing this, you save yourself too much energy to keep doing better in a gentle and natural way. You stop overspending. You stop feeling burnt out. You stop overthinking what others are commenting or saying about you. You're not bothered by their noises. You inspire those who see you do your life unbothered with no pressure because they see your strength. They see your determination and seriousness. Not seeking attention means you fully trust yourself and know your capabilities to achieve more in life. The ones you inspire, even those who are not saying anything, are behind you, tiptoeing slowly to see if you're faking it, if you really are that confident, because maybe they're not able to do that. And I know that most of us have lived a life of pleasing others, have lived a life of just living other people's life because you do not want to be seen as a bad person. But they see you as their role model. However strict you are, they admire you. And so keep helping them, even if they don't say it out loud, because as for you, you do not rely for people praises, compliments to keep you going. Now, the biggest mistake you can do is forgetting yourself, allowing others to control you. Stop working on yourself, get scared, and let them trick you so that you can fit in their group. Understand your circle. You better be alone other than having a large number of people around you who only make you feel lonely. Choose your friends wisely. Know each and everyone's motives. And if your paths, your career, your goals, your talent are not the same, just walk away. Inspire yourself first, and then the right people will follow you. When you live your life without forcing issues, you encourage strangers. They see you genuinely, even if they don't say it. Keep doing it. That good job that you're doing, inspiring them. Keep going because maybe that is what you are meant to be, a role model, a mentor, because you have what it takes to become one. Do not go with the wave. Do what is working for you at the moment. Stick into your lane, go with your pace. Even if they seem to distance themselves from you, don't forget yourself. Work for yourself. Do research on what can do better and become better. And also be aware that the more you are determined to focus on yourself, the more enemies, the more gossip, the more backbiting you get. The more they try to tell others bad things about you, even lying just to make you look bad out there. But when that happens, block your ears, assume you didn't hear anything, and keep walking. Because trust me, you inspire them, even if they're pretending not to see. And that was it for my today's video. Hope you've learned something. See you on my next one. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you do, you're helping me grow this channel and I will appreciate. Up to the next one. Bye.